Welcome back to the world of Wraith. As always, I got with you guys the Monday Market Watch. Now, before we jump into it, be sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Our next goal is 1,500. And I'll have something a little special once we reach that subscriber count. And let me know in the comments down below, did you get hit by this storm? I'm in the New England area, and the storm's crazy, but we still got Market Watch going on, so let's jump right into it. As always, not financial advice. Sigil of Brilliance, the Oscilio specialization, going crazy. 7 listings for the non-foil. We have one for 35, then it jumps to 40, slowly going to 50. You know, this is so weird that Oscilio was such a bad deck and now it's honestly probably the best deck in the format. There's a very small chance this could get banned. Kind of like how Germany got banned when Florian was the top of the metagame. Now, I don't know that for sure. I have no uncle, mother, father working at LSS. Do not know. Just something worth thinking about. Maybe if you don't got the Oscilio cards and you want to, don't really know if it's the best time to do it. You make your own choices. Sigil of Brilliance is going crazy. Could potentially see a banning. Could not be banned as well though. The extended art, 4 listings. For a near mint, you're pretty much paying 100. You have a light plate here for 90, so not too bad. The Marvels, looking at 165, 175, then slowly 200. The Oscilio hype is real. Temporal Wobble from Compedium, pretty much $9 more or less. Slowly climbing over to 10. Very slowly though. Yeah, we have a bunch of listings here at 9. I think this saw its peak already. I think all the Oscilio players that needed to buy their playsets bought it. It's probably going to be going down slowly unless Oscilio just becomes, tier 0. Which in Flesh and Blood, even if a deck is tier 0, there's usually decks to counter it. Still not a bad time to pick it up. I think I wouldn't feel bad paying for these. I think I need 2 of them. Let's look at the Rainbow Fools. Rainbow Fools for 15, 16. Not too bad either. I expect these foils to stay up. Something I've noticed in Compendium, a lot of the rare foils and some of the majestic foils are pretty crazy. Volsar Cold Foil, such an amazing weapon. Only 10 on the market. The Cold Foils are at 16. 17, then we're looking at 19 towards the end of the page. Pretty crazy. There's only 10 on the market. Yeah, I guess people don't really want the cold foil. The Marvel Oscilio, only 8 listings. Looking at 156, then we're going to 170, slowly to 200, then 250. Pretty crazy, but this is a beautiful looking Marvel. Gone in a Flash. Amazing lightning staple. 14 on the market, so this has been selling. First page we have a rainbow foil. That's how you know it's been moving. Let's look at the latest sales real quick. Yeah, sold for 25, 29, 26, 33. First listing is pretty much 27. Then we're off to 30s. Rainbow foil for 31, another 32-ish. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. It's only going to 35. If you didn't buy this when Aurora left, I think this card has just been going up and up since then. I don't think they're going to reprint anything. James White said that they're kind of going to chill with the reprints. So Gone in the Flash, probably going to stay around this price. The extended art, $250 for one single card. $250, $246 exactly for here. They have 3 available, so if you really want your playset of Gone in a Flash EA, Toxic, Kraken, TCG, get your whole playset. Yeah, after tax though, this is pretty much $250. Then we're jumping to $290. Don't think this is worth that much, Brad. It's just this kind of like how much a Fabled costs. So would you rather get a Fabled or would you rather get a Gone in a Flash? Make your own choices. Dash.io, the diner promo, we're looking at 42, 43, then going towards 48. Not too bad. If you're a Dio player, you really like this artwork, I don't think it's going to go much lower than this. It could potentially start climbing up. We've been seeing it just going steadily down. Let's see if it has sales. Selling for around 47, 48. Yeah, I think this is a solid price. I think a lot of people have this though. If you want to wait, if you're not in a rush for it, maybe it could go down a little bit. This isn't the best series of the alternate arts. Honestly, the anime alternate arts are probably the best ones. And then the beach party ones are pretty good too. Diner ones, definitely the worst out of the bunch. But for 42, 43 with shipping, not too bad. I would stay away from it unless you're a dedicated Dash.io player. Teklo Trabach 200, whatever that is. This was listed as a majestic for quite a while, but it's actually a rare. 150, 160, pretty great mech card. Yeah, it's been consistently selling for 159, probably closer to 2 with taxes. Rainbow foil, we're looking at pretty much $3, 4 with shipping. This comes in Gem Pack 4, so if you really want the nice version, I would just wait. I would not buy this. Just wait for the Gem Pack 4 version to start get listed. We'll go over a little bit of Gem Pack 4 in a bit. Hyper Scrapper, non-foils essentially 5 going to 6. Here we have a rainbow foil for 7. Then we have, this is basically 9, 9. Another rainbow foil for pretty much 9. I don't know if this is max hype. I don't know exactly what's causing this to be, have a nice amount of value because it doesn't really see play. Could be max hype. A little too much for a hyper scrapper, but who knows, maybe this can be really good in max if you get its second mode. Let's look at the rainbow foils. I know we saw a few. Yeah, after all of these sell, it's pretty much 10. We have a few listings here for 7 and then 10. I don't know, tell me in the comments down below, is this good in max? Like, why is this has some value as a majestic? Because to me this is kind of like a bulk majestic, but who knows, maybe it's secretly good. Now Soup Up has been surprising me for a bright light rare. This is pretty much $1. Now it does have a good amount of listings, 35. Go look at your bright lights bulk, pull out the Soup Ups. This is, I think anytime like a common or a rare hits $1, it means it's being played, it means it's being bought, and it should not be treated as bulk. Because Flesh and Blood doesn't really reprint cards like that, especially cards like in Bright Lights. I don't see this getting reprinted anytime soon. Maybe in some sort of like Silver Age deck or Armory deck, but if they don't do that and Soup Up keeps getting bought, it will eventually reach 2, 3, maybe even 5. Who knows? So if you got some Bright Lights bulk, go look at your Soup Up reds. Definitely pull them out. The promo extended art, looking at pretty close to $5. Yeah, you have 4 copies here, 24 listings on the market. Another one for pretty close to 5, just a little under 5. Not bad. I think the main deck playing this is Puffin. Maybe some Dio builds are playing it, but definitely pull out your bulk. And if you have these promos, I think it'll be good to hold on to them. I could see them spike up. I think they were at $10 at one point. Evo Steel Soul Tower. This has been going up from the Teklo hype. I don't know how good Teklo is. Let me know in the comments down below. Is he good? He did get a ton of support, but he just hasn't been that relevant in the meta for quite a while. I don't know if he can compete with Oscilio. Let me know in the comments if you guys think Teklo Vossen would be good. The feet are pretty much $22. Then we're jumping up to $24. Once all of these go, we're looking at $35. This is not even the Marvel. This is just a regular non-foil version. The other one, Controller. These are the two that really took a big jump. I think the headpiece and chest piece are closer to like 7. The arms are 18, 19, 21, 25. Let me see, we have some good amount of sales to 17, 18 range. don't know if this is worth getting, guys. I don't think Teklo will be good. I would love to be proven wrong, but I just don't know. Teklo Foundry Heart. We have one listing here for 15 for the non-foil. So not too bad. Maybe if you're a new player or if we know someone that wants a cheap legendary, 15 is not bad. Another one pretty close to 15. And we're looking at 18, 20. Not bad for the non-foil. If you want to spend a little more, I do think this is a better deal getting the Arcane Rising non-unlimited rainbow foil. 23, slowly going to 25, 28, just to get the foil. I think it's worth paying a little more, but it's up to you. You know your budget. I don't. And Flame the Firebrand. Now this is pretty interesting for a rainbow foil. We got a couple little listings here. After these sell, this is like a $7, $8 card, 12. This is not in Gem Pack 4 or anything. So if you want to get the rainbow foil, you do have to get it from Compedium. Just something worth noting. Glyph Power Spell, another one of those Compendium foils, $7. Once these sell, we're looking at 30. This set is so weird. You know, there's not a lot of hits if outside of the antiquity slots and legendaries, but there's so many rares and so many commons that I think the rainbow foil versions of them are worth something. I don't know how many of these are going to be pulled. I mean, only 8 Glyph Power Spell foils on the market, so pretty interesting. Another great example, Serpent's Kiss, the rainbow foil, 14 on the market, pretty much $5 for quite a while. Yeah, 5 going slowly towards 7. Second page, 8, 11, and then these are pretty outrageous. Don't even look at these. But for $5, I'm gonna skip out on it, even though I love assassins. Maybe it'll go down. If it doesn't, sucks for me. Excessive Blood Loss, same thing. $2 for a foil, pretty close to 3 with shipping. I don't think I'm gonna buy these foils for this much. Hopefully they'll go down, but you can if you want to. I do like this card a lot, but I don't know. Getting a cart for close to $5, $6. I think I might skip out on it. Renounce Grandeur has been going cuckoo bananas. Only 5 listings. We're looking at pretty much 15 for the rainbow foils. Let's see the non-foils. Close to 10. Pretty much $10 card. Don't know if it's a Sage hype. I don't know what hero's playing this. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. But this has been going crazy. As you can see on the graph, it's had a pretty big jump. The extended art, I know they don't have a picture, but this was, I think, like a convention pack or something like that. 31, 31, a little over 31. Pretty crazy. Let me know who's playing this. Is this just like something in Sage for the Guardians? Arcane Polarity, rainbow foil, we're looking at 4, then going at 5. Now this did get reprinted in the Phi Sage deck, but that's its only 2 printings, Rosetta and Phi Sage deck. Non-foils are pretty much $4. I mean, this card is just seeing a ton of play in Silver Age. I think it even saw some play in like Living Legend, so very interesting card. Agile Windup, extended art, yellow. We're looking at pretty much $12. Only 2 available from 1 seller. Now, if we get the Agile Windups foils, these have been going up a little too. Only 10 on the market. Pretty much $2, slowly going to 3. It's pretty crazy. Agile Windup, KO's great in Sage, KO's great in CC. So there's a lot of hype going around with KO for sure. Buck Wild Ride, Gem Pack extended art. The non-foils are about $1 less. Rainbow foils $2. I think this is a great brute staple. I think it's gonna be in many Brute decks to come. So if you're a Brute fan, definitely make sure you have your Buckwall Rides, Extended Arts, Run Roughshot. I thought this was going to go down a little bit as it got a reprint in the Sage deck for KO. We're looking at 12, 13 bucks for rainbow foils. We have some non-foils here, but if you have rainbow foils for so low, just get yourself the rainbow foils if you need them. The Sage versions, I'm pretty sure they're all not foils. Few sellers. We're looking at 12, 13. Yeah, I would get the rainbow foils if you really want them. Helm of the Arc Knight from Gem Pack 3, less than $1, maybe $1 with shipping. This is so cheap. I think this is a pretty good piece of majestic equipment. I mean, if you don't want to spend a bunch of money on Face Purgatory, you could spend $2 on this Tempered 2 helmet, which can be pretty great. Its counterpiece, the Prism helmet, same thing, a little over $1, closer to $3 with shipping. I just think it's really interesting that these gem equipments are so cheap. They do come in cold foil in their armory decks, but I think the rainbow foil for the amount of money you're saving is pretty good. On the horizon, Gem Pack 2, non-foils basically $6, rainbow foils closer to $8. Great Sage staple, extended art, pretty hard to come by now as we're not getting Gem Pack 2 anymore. Calming Breeze from Gem Pack 1, $8 for the non-foil, rainbow foils are closer to $10. Max the Hype Nitro Marvel, $185. This is way too high. Like always, I tell you guys, don't buy the current Gem Pack. Wait for more supply to enter the market. This is just definitely going to turn into like a $50 Marvel with given time, you know. It's probably going to take a couple months to get there. Max isn't really doing much in the metagame. Don't think he really will. This is just not worth paying this price. Just wait a couple months, get it for a nice price that you're comfortable paying. I would never pay this much for a Max Marvel. Blunton has been going up and down and up and down. I think it's gonna stabilize around 13 bucks. You have some for 15 after 13 sells. An amazing warrior card. For some reason, if you're a warrior player and you don't have yours, definitely pick it up because I could just see this going up over time. This could definitely be like a $20 majestic once we're out of the compendium season. Flourish Yellow, seen a ton of play in Briar. Looking at about 5, yeah, more closer to 7 bucks. And after these 7s go, we're looking at 10 pretty much. The Blue Flourish, a lot cheaper, looking at essentially $3 for quite a bit. Canopy Shelter, a little over $3 without the shipping, very slowly going towards 5. With all that being said, if you can get yourself a Terra ready to play deck, the First Strike decks, this has a ton of value. I do have a weird suspicion that possibly the next chapter of Silver Age decks, we could get an Earth Silver Age deck, whether that's in Terra or maybe Briar or Verdance or who knows. But I do think these Earth cards, as well as some Lightning cards like Skizik, need a reprint, and I think LSS is aware of that. But if they don't reprint Flourish, this is the only way to get it. See if your LGS has some Terra decks, see if maybe one of your friends has an extra one. We're looking at pretty much like $17 for one. This does have a ton of value. If you can get it for, I think LGSs should sell them for like 12 after taxes or something like that. Definitely try to get yourself a Terra deck. But thank you all so much for watching. As always, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know, did the storm hit you, or are you chilling? Maybe you're in Florida, maybe you didn't get the snowstorm. Personally, it's crazy out here. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.